Hey guys, so today I'm gonna do the 15 weird questions tag. I was not tagged or anything like that, obviously. I just saw a few people do it on my timeline and decided I would do it. So I think it was Dulce Candy. I watched hers last night and then I went into her description box and copied and pasted all of the questions into my notes. So without further ado, let's get started. So question one is, what is a nickname only your family calls you? I have a million nicknames, but my mom, my brother, and my godmother call me Pooh. My brother also calls me Ash, and my dad is the only other person who calls me Ash. And then with my extended family, like my mom's sisters and my cousins, they call me Puda, which is, I don't know where that came from. I'll have to ask my aunt where they came up with that name, but that's what they've called me since before I can remember. And they also call me Small Fries. I was very petite when I was a little girl, so I was like very skinny with legs like this thick. So they call me Small Fries all the time. As I got a little older, that kind of dwindled down, but Puda is still what they call me. And then my fiance calls me Babe, so those are my nicknames, I guess. Two is, what's a weird habit of yours? Weird habits. First thing that comes to mind is I like to take showers in the dark. So funny because I've been like this for years, where I just like to, I don't care if it's daytime or nighttime, I like the lights off. I like to blast loud music and light a candle, but even if I don't have time to listen to music or light a candle, I still will take a shower in the dark. I don't know why. So when I first met my fiance and I started spending the night at his house and stuff, I would do that, like where I would go in the shower. He'd see me go into the bathroom with the light on, and then he'd see the light go out in the night shower. And we just had this conversation a few days ago, and he said, I used to think you used to masturbate in the shower. Like, what? He thought that I would go in the shower and turn the lights off so that I could like masturbate in the shower, and if he walked in on me, the lights are out so he wouldn't see me, which is the furthest thing from where my head was. That's just something that I like to be calm. I don't know why, but I guess it's a weird habit. Question three, do you have any weird phobias? I don't know what it's called, but I think it has a name. But like if you have like a beehive or something that has a weird nasty like pattern, like a bunch of circles or a bunch of squares, and they just look nasty like a beehive, that literally makes my skin crawl. Like I remember when I was younger, we'd have like beehives and wasp hives where we live all the time, and like every summer they'd have to come and like spray them down and knock them down for us. And just looking at that kind of makes me want to like scratch and like rip my hair out, because I hate that. If you know what that's called, what phobia that is, let me know. I also hate the sound of chewing. Like I remember when I was younger, my mom would like be doing my hair, like I sit on the floor like hood style and like sit on the floor, and then she's like sitting on the couch like, and I'm in between her legs and she's doing my hair, and like if she eats like some Doritos or something like that, I literally would have like tears coming down my eyes. So those are the two things that I hate. I guess those are my two phobias. Question four, what's a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? I'm a music junkie, so I like a little bit of everything. I guess you would say Boosie. I love old school Boosie pre-jail sentencing. So on any given day, I'll bump some like old school Boosie. And I guess on the side of town that I live in the valley, so it's kind of weird to hear that kind of music, especially coming into like my apartment complex. Or like I love old school The Weeknd. I don't know, so I guess those are like two extremes. Like The Weeknd is kind of like emo, and then Boosie's like extra hardcore like trap music. And so on any given day, you'll find me bumping either super loud in my car, and I don't know, people look at me weird. And of course I know all the words. Question five, what's one of your biggest pet peeves? Coof. I would probably say coof is one of my biggest pet peeves. Like I hate to be around people who don't have like coof or etiquette. They don't know how to carry themselves, I guess you can say. And it's not really my business, but I just hate it being like, you know, like if you're in the mall, if you're in like Chipotle or McDonald's and somebody comes in and they're just loud for no reason, that irritates me. If you don't, like, be responsible for yourself is kind of like my biggest pet peeve. I don't even know if that is considered a pet peeve or not, but just like, if you dirty something, clean it up. If you make a mistake, apologize. Like, those are kind of like my biggest things. Like, just be responsible for yourself. Don't make the blame game or anything, and just be responsible for your actions and your actions mainly. Question 6. What's one of your nervous habits? I don't know if I have a nervous habit. I don't really pay attention when I'm nervous of what I do. I think that whenever I have acrylic nails, I tend to bite them. I don't bite my natural nails, but as soon as I get acrylics, I always like bite on them, and you'll see the bite marks in the polish. So I don't know if that's a nervous habit or what, but I can't think of anything else. Question 7. What side of the bed do you sleep on? I sleep on... If you're standing facing the bed, I'm on the left side. But if I'm lying in bed, that's the right side. But when we lived in our old apartment, I think I was on the... Yeah, so right now I'm on the left side, but in our old apartment, I was on the right side. So I guess it's whatever's furthest from the door is where I sleep. Question 8. What's your first stuffed animal and what was its name? So I can't remember my first stuffed animal. I've had a ton of stuffed animals in my lifetime, like most girls do, but this is my most beloved stuffed animal. This belonged to my grandmother. I remember when she passed away, my mother would spray her with my grandmother's favorite perfume like all the time and like leave her on her bed. So now it's been passed on to me, and as you can see, like her tie is hanging and she's pretty dirty, but I never will wash her. And she doesn't smell like anything anymore, but the hair is ratted. But she used to be a cute little bear. She still is kind of cute. But this is my most cherished. It's kind of like a heirloom. I'll always keep this and cherish this to remember my grandmother. Question 9. What's the drink you always order at Starbucks? Growing up, I've always been a caramel macchiato girl, no matter what. Like, I love frappuccinos, caramel frappuccino, green tea fraps. I even like the vanilla bean frap. I also like the chai tea latte like everyone else, but I always go back to a caramel macchiato. Growing up, I always got the caramel macchiato upside down. But lately, I guess as I've gotten older, I like less caramel in it. So now when I try to get that, it's way too sweet. Question 10. What's the beauty rule you preach but never actually practice? Take your makeup off before you go to bed. It's the biggest beauty rule, because if you want nice, healthy, clean skin, if you want your pores to be healthy, if you want no acne, no blemishes, take your makeup off at night. But I don't always practice that. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes once you get in bed, you're like, oh, I'm going to get up later and remove my makeup, and it never happens. So that is mine. Question 11. Which way do you face in the shower? I face the shower. Like, obviously you turn around sometimes, like if you're shaving your legs and you want to prop your leg up. But majority of my shower, I face towards the shower. Question 12. Do you have any weird body skills? No. I used to be able to do the splits all 3 ways, like, you know, straight, flat, and then face this way, face this way. I used to be able to make my leg go up over my head. But in the last few years, I've stopped stretching, so I don't think I can do the splits at all anymore, which reminds me I should start back stretching. One time I hit my hand really hard in the gym, and so for a long time when I would do this, my arm or my finger, my thumb would pop, but I guess it popped back into place because it hasn't done it that way in a long time. Question 13. What's your favorite comfort food? Food that's bad but you still love it and eat it anyways. Pizza. I love pizza and pasta. Italian is probably my favorite. Mexican is probably my second favorite. But I can eat pizza every single day, especially some pizza with some hot wings. Yes, yes, yes. Question 14. What's a phrase or exclamation you always say? I think I tell my fiance, or in general I say, you're annoying a lot, I think. I think I'll have to ask him that because I don't really know what I say. You're annoying is probably it. What else do I say? Yeah, I think mine would be you're annoying. You're so annoying. Or like if he does something stupid, I'm like, I just still am like, you're so ugly. And he's not ugly, he's so cute, but I don't know. Bad habit. Last question is number 15, time to sleep. What are you actually, I can't read today. Question 15 says, time to sleep, what are you actually wearing? I just changed out of it, but I'm usually in my fiance's boxer shorts and a camisole because I still breastfeed my son. I don't like wearing like gowns or anything that has to button up. I like to be able to just whip it out and put it back really easily. So camisoles are the easiest access where I can actually like whip it out without like taking my shirt off. So that's typically what I've been wearing since I had my son. And it probably will be until he is off of the boobie, and then I can go back into my cute stylish pajamas. But that is all of the questions. There were 15. Again, this was the weird questions tag. I tag anyone who has a YouTube channel that actually uploads, that wants to do it. Make sure you tag me like on Instagram or comment in this section below. Let me know that you're going to do it so that I can go and watch yours. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.